So, uh, have you ever really stopped to think about where your body gets its energy? I mean, beyond just, what you eat.
Right, like how does it actually work, taking all these different things?
Exactly. How does it take, say, a donut or um, bacon and turn it all into the same basic fuel that your cells actually use?
It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
It really is. It feels like there must be some kind of, I don't know, central molecule, like a hub, a metabolic crossroads or something that handles all that conversion.
That's a great way to picture it. There really is.
Well, today, in this deep dive, we're going to really get into that. We're focusing on two key players, acetyl CoA and the TCA cycle.
The big ones for energy metabolism.
Yeah, our mission here is basically to give you a kind of shortcut to understanding just how incredibly efficient your body is at turning pretty much anything you consume.
Sugars, fats,
E-
proteins.
Even alcohol, apparently, into energy. Hopefully you'll have a few aha moments about this, well, this really fundamental process humming away inside you.
Absolutely. And acetyl-CoA, it's fascinating stuff. It's not just, a simple connector. It's genuinely a high-energy molecule itself.
High energy. How so?
Well, it has this very specific chemical feature called a thioester bond. Think of it like a tightly coiled spring, basically, packed with potential energy.
Okay, like it's ready to snap.
Exactly. And that specific bond, that's not just a minor detail, it's the core of its power. When your body breaks that thioester bond, pop, it releases a really significant chunk of energy.
Ah, I see. And that released energy then goes on to power other things.
Precisely. It fuels countless other vital reactions throughout your body. It's a key energy currency in that sense.
So it's like this little packet of high-octane fuel. And what really got me is, you mentioned it's not just made one way.
Not at all.
Your body can make this stuff from, what, like 5 different starting points? That adaptability seems, well, incredible.
It really is. It speaks volumes about metabolic flexibility. If you think about what we eat, acetyl-CoA ties it all together.
Okay, so walk us through that. Where does it come from?
All right. Well, first, pyruvate. That's the end product when your body breaks down carbohydrates. So bread, pasta, sugar, that ends up as pyruvate, which can then become acetyl-CoA.
Okay, carbs, check. What else?
Then you've got the carbon skeletons of several amino acids. So parts of the proteins you eat can also be channeled into making acetyl-CoA.
Right, so protein too. Fascinating.
Then there's beta oxidation. That's the process for breaking down fatty acids, systematically dismantling fats to get energy. And fats, as you can imagine, are a huge source of acetyl-CoA.
Makes sense. Carbs, proteins, fats, the big three.
Yeah.
But you also mentioned alcohol. That one still feels a bit surprising.
Yeah, it does seem counterintuitive sometimes, doesn't it?
What does it tell us? That the body will take energy from anywhere it can.
Well, essentially, yes. Alcohol metabolism, it goes through steps involving acetaldehyde and then acetate, and that acetate can be converted to acetyl-CoA. It really shows the body's drive to extract fuel, almost regardless of the source, especially if other fuels might be running low. It's incredibly efficient, maybe opportunistic is another way to think about it.
Opportunistic. I like that. Okay, and there was a fifth one.
Ah, yes. Ketone bodies. These are interesting. When your tissues outside the liver think brain, muscles metabolize ketone bodies, they actually generate 2 molecules of acetyl-CoA from each one.
Wow, double payoff there.
Mm-hmm. So it really hammers home how central acetyl-CoA is. It's this funnel point for just about everything.
Okay, so we've got this really potent, versatile molecule, acetyl-CoA. It's the result of breaking down nearly everything we consume.
Yeah.
But then what? Where does it go to actually, release that energy? What's the main event?
That sets up the next stage perfectly. Its ultimate destination, the real powerhouse, is the TCA cycle. You might also know it as the citric acid cycle or the Krebs cycle.
Right, different names, same vital process.
Exactly. And no matter where that acetyl-CoA came from, carbs, fat, protein, alcohol, ketones, it all gets fed into this critical cycle. This is where the energy extraction really ramps up.
So the TCA cycle is the engine room.
Precisely. So to kind of pull it together, you've got acetyl-CoA as this universal hub drawing from all those diverse sources we talked about.
Sugars, fats, proteins, alcohol, ketones.
Yeah. And the TCA cycle is the engine that processes it. And the energy payoff, that's the really impressive part. Each single molecule of acetyl-CoA that goes through the cycle gets fully oxidized.
Meaning it's broken down completely.
Yes, broken down into 2 molecules of carbon dioxide. But in doing so, it drives the production of other energy carriers, specifically 3 NADH molecules and 1 FADH2 molecule, plus 1 GTP, which is like ATP.
Okay, so it's generating these other energy-rich molecules.
Exactly. And those molecules, the NADH and FADH2, then go on to the next major stage, the electron transport chain. And that's where the bulk of the ATP, the main energy currency, is made. When you tally it all up, one acetyl-CoA going through the TCA cycle and the subsequent steps results in the energy equivalent of about 12 ATPs.
12 ATPs from just one acetyl-CoA molecule. That sounds incredibly efficient.
It is remarkably efficient. It's a beautiful, intricate system.
So, okay, let's bring this back to the listener.
Yeah.
Beyond the biochemistry, what's the big takeaway here for, everyday life?
Well, I think the main thing is understanding that this complex process we've just outlined, it's not just textbook stuff. It's happening inside you constantly right now.
It's the engine keeping us running.
Absolutely. It shows this incredible inbuilt machinery we all have. Our bodies are just astonishingly good at taking almost anything we throw at them energy-wise and extracting what they need.
Converting all that diverse food into the precise fuel cells required to, well, live, to think, move, everything.
It's the very basis of our vitality. It really underscores the resilience of our biology, doesn't it?
It really does. That flexibility is amazing.
And maybe that leaves us with a final thought to ponder. Given this extraordinary metabolic flexibility, this ability to turn such different things into acetyl-CoA and then into pure energy, what does that incredible adaptability really tell us about, say, human resilience and maybe even our evolutionary path?
That's a great question to chew on, that metabolic flexibility.
Oh.
What does it truly signify about us?
Yeah.
Something to think about.